Uh-oh. Whoopsie. Gee, I wonder what's going on. So there's been quite a few stories. There's a long-winded one over at Variety, which gets into all the details and whether Chapek's making maneuvers. And then there's this excellent segment from Midnight's Edge with Cameron Pasha, who I think he's kind of nailed it as to what's going on there. Some people might have underestimated Chapek, but he might be getting ready to make some moves. The only question remains on that is like, why did it have to take this long? But I guess I don't know. There's obviously some sort of minefield that even someone as powerful as CEOs have to go through and be careful about, and because good Lord, why is Kathleen Kennedy still there? It's still a bit of a mystery, but obviously she's amassed certain amounts of power, and so it wasn't going to be as easy as just, well, you did a crappy job, here's your walking papers. No, it wasn't going to go that way. So, but I'm just going to stick to the basics here, courtesy of this little announcement. That's a couple of days old now, but from Pirates and Princesses of Clownfish TV fame. And here we have it. Disney Plus misses expected subscriber goals by millions. And, of course, Disney Parks down 44%. Now, the parks, of course, as it goes into in the article, you have to, when they use the COVID excuse, they're not messing around. It's not just an excuse. Of course, being shut down with the lockdowns and everything hurt them severely, and it puts them in a worse position than had it never happened. Because the parks was always a good thing to rely on for Disney. And more times than not, really, Disney is a theme park company that makes movies on the side. And the movies are kind of advertisements for all the experiences you can have at the parks. It's all based on those characters and whatnot. But that being said, of course, COVID's a big player and all of that. But keep in mind, Galaxy's Edge flopped when it was open, and Disney Star Wars is a failure. It's just been steadily declining. It opened big. People were hungry for the return of Star Wars, and oh boy, that was great. And then you actually see the films, and it's like, oh. And it just got worse and worse. And of course, the mightiest culprit of them all was Last Jedi, which just decimated the entire franchise. For a time, I thought permanently, because the wound is still there, that they missed this golden moment of a Beatles reunion within Star Wars for the original cast, and they blew it. They actively avoided it. The massive stupidity in that is astounding. And it's done. Carrie Fisher has passed away. The moment was there, and it's gone. And you can't go back. And I thought, man, that's too big of a wound. I don't know. Can Star Wars be saved? Well, then Jon Favreau comes in and kind of proved me wrong. There are possibilities here. And, well, the big sweet spot was he gave you a great show that's really quite simple, the Space Cowboy, and some cool characters. And you can see this is a guy, Star Wars story in the hands of someone who actually likes Star Wars. And then that sweet payoff of the return of Luke Skywalker in all his glory. And I said, yeah, all right. It caught me off guard how much of an impact the scene had, even though, I'd heard the rumors that it was going to happen. I mean, it had to be Luke Skywalker. There couldn't be. If they had bait and switched and put some new character in there, some purple-headed idiot. Oh, my God, So it's recovered and all of that, and then, I don't know, a month later or something, they fired Gina Carano, and you just, again, the massive stupidity they had apparently, easily, obviously, had no idea the impact that would have, I mean, she's not the main star of the show, and they probably figured that or what have you, but good Lord. So Disney's in this position where Disney Plus is very, very important, but at the same time, it's even more important because, they can't open their parks and all that, or they couldn't at the time anyway. And and the Star Wars thing has cost them severely. And then here's this golden moment, this comeback, and it's like, oh, good, good, and then it's sabotaged by Lucasfilm. I mean, they just just cut off their own foot. You know, I mean, it's incredible, and all this happens as though it's like now you got to do even more work to try to restore it. After a big win like that, you know, they announced, oh well, you know, Mandalorian season 3 of BOAs it's too far away now. You know, you need that show back on as soon as possible. And you can't because it's in disarray. I'm sure if you could be a fly on the wall, you know, the offices of Favreau and whatnot, what the real story was, it's probably not very pretty. So here we are. It says, you silly people with your canceled Disney Plus campaign for All for Gina. Give me a break, please. They don't even know you exist. Well, looky here. Company missed on subscriber estimates for Disney Plus, coming in at 103.6 million paid subscribers. Well, that's not too bad, huh? Well, it was expected to post 109 million. Now, why did they expect it? What projections were? Was that the amount they were gaining and they made this estimate? You know, a lot of times the projections, and you can live and die on those, you know. And he's like, well, we still got some, you know, but well. So average monthly revenue per user also dipped 29% year over year to $3.99, which the company attributed to the launch of Disney Plus Hotstar. This streaming service has been bolstering the company's success as it was losing out on business from COVID restrictions. Revenue at Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products segment fell 44% to $3.2 billion, as many of its theme parks are either closed or operating at reduced capacity, and its cruise ships and guided tours were suspended. Yeah, boy, the cruise line business. Whew, man, that's a whole other terrible story. But anyway, so yeah, what happened here, huh? And so then the Marvel shows come in. Well, don't worry, we got those. Well, jeez, I guess at this point, WandaVision was the better of the two so far. You know, maybe Loki can bring it back. I don't know, but that Falcon and Winter Soldier was just horrible. And all that preaching and stuff and his bizarre stories about this religion that's going on behind the scenes at Disney. You got to be in line with the wokeness and embrace neo-segregation at the company. Oh, my God. And the most creepy part about it is they don't want people of different races talking to each other outside of the company parameters. I mean, what the hell is that? So you got a lot more to right the ship on, not just Lucasfilm. So there's some, oh boy, they're going to fix Star Wars and maybe Gina will come back. And there's been rumors of that and telltale signs, you know, the toys and rumors they saw her at Lucasfilm and all this stuff. And you know, she puts these little teases out there and maybe it means something and maybe it's true, you know, maybe she'll come back, but there's a whole lot more needs to be done because this sort of thing, what's the next, you know, pile of crap for Disney to step into, you know, because you make a good comeback on something and it crashes just a few weeks later. You got to abandon the woke cult. It's destroying everything you've got, and it's easily ruining Marvel, which up until lately was their big winner. And then so WandaVision, come to find out why did that kind of fizzle at the end? Well, Feige, he's so proud to be a good little follower of the woke church that he says, yeah, we were supposed to have Doctor Strange in there. They had signed up Cumberbatch to be in there, all this stuff, and that the original plot and all the weird ads and stuff was all about Doctor Strange trying to make contact with Wanda. But you know what? We suddenly realized he's a white man. Oh, well, we had to take him out. So, of course, the ending is just, it's trash. It's all just slapped on crap, you know? He ruined his own product for that woke nonsense. So, man, I was really excited for the second Doctor Strange film because I loved the first one. But now, man, what are they going to do to that? You know? So, yeah, it's not, you know, you're killing the golden goose all over the place. He had quite a few, and And then, of course, their Marvel movies are having trouble with China. China wants to, is threatening to ban Shang-Chi and the Eternals. I don't know about Shang-Chi, but the Eternals looks like crap all over the place. It's not even really the Eternals. It's so race swap, gender swap. I don't know what it is, but it's not going to be the Eternals. So I just have to pass on that one. So China's not missing anything there. But there's all this stuff they thought they were doing to appease them, and some really egregious things they've done, filming outside concentration camps, then thanking them for the privilege, covering up their black actors on the poster, yeah. And then turn around preaching and lecturing us on race and everything. Good Lord. It's just one disaster after another. So, boy, you combine all that. It ain't just Star Wars. So, yeah, the right thing to do would be to make amends with Gina, especially after you trashed her like that. And you're going to have to give her a raise, I think, and bring her back to help save what you got left there. But, boy, there's so much other stuff. There's so many troubled waters here of this crap. And to the point that you're destroying your own product, all in pursuit of this weird cult that ends up being the very thing that it claims to be against, racism and sexism, etc. So you're just losing all around. So, so Gina got fired. You had the reaction to it, which was bad. Other people voiced in on it. And then finally Forbes. Oh, boy, that really stuck. I bet Chief Vic did not like that. But Forbes was right. This doesn't make any sense. This is stupid. What'd you do that for? And, well, yeah. So consequence culture, is it? Yeah. Yeah, consequences. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr. Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness. So many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.